Yeah, ask her. And shoot YouTube. Yep, YouTube and shoot. Waconia controlling back in their own zone. We got a Waconia superfan trying to get her link to send it out to some of his loved ones so they can watch the game. Edina with an early opportunity. Sauter takes a whack at it. That hits a shin pad. Nelson takes a slap shot. Not enough on that. That hits side of the net. Edina with some early pressure right off the face-off, trying to intimidate the home team a little bit, trying to let them know of how this game's going to be played, what type of energy it's going to take to skate with the number 3 ranked team in the state of Minnesota. We don't want to talk about that too much. We don't want to jinx them, and it's not as important as it sounds anyways. It really isn't. What is important as the girls play some solid hockey leading up to a very tested field up in Duluth. They get past their first 2 games up there. They'll likely run into Minnetonka out of bracket play, so it's important that they play the right way and develop some habits that are going to take them into that tournament so they can have some success. Waconia trying to say something about that as the pass just goes off her skate. That probably should have been shot. I like that shot early against the goalie in the beginning of the game, and instead of trying to make a highlight pass across the slot. Waconia with the first rush of the game. Edina with zone time early. Morgan trying to enhance that. Morgan controlling near the dot, trying to get to the middle of the ice. Stick handling over to Shoot. Shoot trying to get it deep. She does. Fitzgerald now chasing in the corner. Fitzgerald comes away with it out of a sea of skates. Rubbed off the puck. Waconia's got 2 on the puck there. This will reach Helfrich back at the point. Helfrich nudges that down. That'll go all the way into the far corner where Morgan's waiting for it. She'll battle a Waconia player. Waconia will come away with it as they had 2 on the puck there. 2-on-2 hockey. Waconia now entering. Pass hits Helfrich. Helfrich, nice position there. Heinmiller trying to come away with it. Trying to get up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald will regroup. Trying to get up to Morgan. Morgan will collect to neutral ice. Fresh skaters on for Edina. Morgan trying to get it deep as she'll get off. Carter touches it to Heinen. Heinen takes a vicious check in the back, and we'll have at least a minute and a half on the board as Edina will go on the first power play this evening. Sunday night hockey. Might as well be Saturday night with the parents slurping down some beers at the local bowling alley and bar downtown Waconia. A few of them are, I think, still waiting to pay their tab. They'll be here though, you'll hear them. They're loud. They'll be louder today. Smith with a save, and that's going to escort right to a Waconia wing as they're going to be able to exit out as they've got some ice. Waconia now trying to do something shorthand and get into the center of the ice. Shot, save, covered up. Waconia turning the tide a little bit. Shorthanded, able to get, I think that's their first shot on net. It is. It looks like they're keeping track tonight. Fitzgerald on the draw. We'll have Carter to her right. Sauter over there. Far board action. Face-off controlled by Waconia. Fitzgerald now gathers behind Wheaton. Fitzgerald try to exit. Throws it in the way of Shoot. Waconia's fast to the puck tonight. They've got a little jump in their step. They're making it a little difficult for Edina to get out. Morgan trying to collect off of her skate. She regathers and she'll look to exit and fumbles it a bit. Sauter's going to have to try to do the same. Pass collected by Shoot. That connects. Carter picks up. Just past neutral ice. Waconia trying to shove it back. Shoot throws it back behind Smith. Morgan controlling. Sticked out the puck. Waconia throws it down the length of the ice. That's going to reach Wheaton. Wheaton's going to have to watch that go to the end boards for an icing with 18 seconds left in the power play. We'll have a face-off down in Waconia's zone. No real fireworks yet on the power play. Waconia doing a good job of closing space, making it difficult for anything to get set up. Let's see if we can win a face-off here back to Sweetster. Face-off at the dot. Heinen taking a couple whacks at it in the corner. She's fighting 3. Heinmiller tries to come over to give her some support. Sweetster jumps up. Nice play by Sweetster. Nelson takes it. Shot, and that just goes wide. Sweetster with the good stick. Heinen collects. Heinen gets it deep. Gets some fresh skaters for Edina. All of them except for Heinmiller and Nelson. This will have to be played. That was a touch. Nelson now behind Wheaton. Nelson looking to get up Forrester. Puts on the brakes. Looked off Forrester. On to Forrester's stick. Off of Forrester's stick. Forrester now able to regather and throw it out of the zone. Scrum in the corner. Hoffman comes away with it and throws it through the paint. Halford lines, that hits a skate. Wing from Waconia hesitated a bit. That's where she wanted to go with it. She finally gets it to neutral ice. 1-on-4 hockey with the trailer from Waconia. Nice job from Waconia's centerman to get it back behind Wheaton. This will be picked up by, who's number 13? It is KK McGarvey, fresh off the boat. I think that was actually a sitcom, wasn't it? Fresh off the boat. Opportunity here, that's tipped wide. Nice play by Heinmiller to get involved. Williamson now trying to get it up to Morgan. Morgan does a nice job of reining it in. Spins, neutral ice. We'll have a 2-on-2 with the back check. Morgan wide shot. Not enough on it as Smith is able to block that to the side. And I think she knocks the net off a little bit, so they'll reset the unit and have a face-off to her right. Well, if you thought it was going to be a cakewalk, no pun intended, it's going to be a tough game. She's a really good goalie. One of the 3 goals we had in the first game was when Sweetster shot it hard on the ice. If you remember, Heinmiller had that sweet tip that went top right corner. So, you know, they're a little tough to come by. We were not as good of a team then, and I don't think Waconia was as either. They would argue that they've gotten better. Sauter intercepts. Sauter looking to walk it in, decides to backhand flip that behind Smith. Nelson sticks up. Nice hold there. Like Nelson getting a little deeper on those pinches, and she chose the right time to do so. This will reach Shoot. Shoot will have some ice to operate. That takes a funny kick off the end board. She has to throw it up to Hoffman. Too hard to connect with her, and they'll throw it back in the Edina zone. We'll have a face-off with 8:14 remaining. Shots on goal thus far. Edina 2, Waconia 1. McGarvey on the face-off. We'll have Forster to her right. Puck controlled by Forster. She tries to get it deep. She does. Hoffman chasing. Hoffman chasing along with Forster. Forster trying to touch it over to Hoffman. That just hits a skate, and Waconia is able to grab it. Forster comes away with it. Forster using her body to keep a puck away from the Waconia defender. Waconia able to come away with it, and they whack it down the ice. Sweetster will have to get there. She's got somebody hot on her tail. Sweetster behind Wheaton. Off the boards to Forster. Forster, nice collection there by Forster. That was a tough one to handle, and she handled it with ease, made it look easy. McGarvey takes a vicious check and goes flying into the boards. And Waconia will get a touch. We'll have another power play for Edina with 7.5. Well, as far as penalties go, I mean, you have to know that one's going to be called if you deliver that type of a blow. You know, some of the penalties are like, I didn't mean to. I probably went a little harder than I should. That was a legitimate, like, listen, I heard you were talking smack about me the other day in school, and I'm going to deliver a message type of a check. I mean, wow. And they're dangerous because you don't expect that type of a check. You know, you just don't. You expect to get hit, but not like that. That's when they become dangerous.
Especially fresh off the boat.
Especially fresh off the boat, right? Heinmiller now behind Smith. Heinmiller operating. Nobody better down in the corner than Heinmiller, and she comes away and throws it in Heinen's direction. Nelson trying to backhand that deep in the zone. Now she's got a fight on her hands here at the blue line. Waconia comes away with it. Heinmiller there in support. Gets caught up between Sweetster. Waconia now chasing. Heinen peels it off the boards. Trying to nudge it out. Waconia does a nice job of holding it in. That goes wide. Wheaton watches that 4 feet pass. Nelson comes over to fight. Nelson knocks it out and not able to get it out. Nice hold by Waconia. And Wheaton throws it into the glove and holds on tight. We'll have a face-off. And Waconia's fans were not at the bowling alley / bar, but they were somewhere because they're loud. They should be excited. Shots are 2-2. Opportunities about the same. Third-ranked team waltzes into Waconia expecting a breeze of a game, and they're giving us all we can handle at this point. Carter chasing. Carter still chasing. That was a Top Gun moment. Trying to shake her like fighter pilot, and Carter wasn't to be shook. Fitzgerald does a nice job of forcing a puck off her stick. We'll have an icing if it gets there, and they will, and so we'll have a face-off down with 6:09 remaining here in the first period. The 10A is victorious today over Eden Prairie 4-2, so they continue their winning ways as they too will head to Duluth to spend the weekend with their idols, the girls from 12A. Face-off controlled by Fitzgerald over to Williamson. Williamson shot that stick to the corner. Morgan trying to collect. Morgan trying to get it to Fitzgerald. She does. Fitzgerald back to Helfrich. Helfrich winds. Shot. And that's a pad save to the corner. Smith showing off her skill set there with a textbook save. Morgan centering pass. Nobody's there. Williamson collects. High fly ball. And Smith puts the flip shades down like she was in center field at Wrigley and watches the puck reach the leather.
That was a brilliant Fitzgerald passing the puck to the D twice.
That was, yeah, Fitzgerald absolutely heads up play, getting it to the D. You know, Fitzgerald's that type of a player where she's smart. There's times where she knows that there's going to be an opportunity to operate, and that's going to give them the best chance to get one home. And then there's times where she'll throw it back to the D, and she's making decisions very, very quick. She's a player that thinks very fast, sees the ice very well, and reads decision making. You know, there's probably nobody, you know, better. You know, maybe at the same level, but I trust May to make those decisions 10 out of 10 times for sure. Just like there, with Shoot stepping up. Nelson just gets enough on it to keep it in.
Nice.
Hoffman picking up where she left off from yesterday with her wheels, gets a stick on it. McGarvey comes back, tries to get a stick on it. Nelson now, shot, save, and that's loose, but not loose enough for anybody to knock home. Nelson now on the pinch, trying to take a stab at it. She's fighting along the boards, asking Forster to come help her out, and Forster does. Waconia now trying to come away with it as the third got over there. Nice play by Shoot to step up and read that. Shot on, and that'll be covered up. Edina finally with some pressure now. Edina kind of flexing their muscle as far as what type of team they are and committing to playing on that end of the rink a little bit more this evening. You know, Smith isn't the goaltender, say, like Callanan is, but she's in that category. She's not going to be beat easily. She likely won't give you anything that doesn't belong to get back into the back of the net. So it'll have to be earned. Sweetser now coming over. Nice stick by Sweetser. Sweetser looking to flip it off the boards. Does. Able to get it out of the zone. Here comes Heinen trying to poke it to herself. She'll throw that into Waconia's zone, but Waconia's got a number of players there. Shoot fresh off a change. Shoot shot. Pad save to the corner. Waconia trying to break out over to the center. That's deflected. Morgan now with the hop in her step, looking to make something happen behind Smith. She does. She pokes the puck loose. Heinmiller grabs it. Heinmiller now gathering, holding off the forward. Back to shoot. Shoot, hard shot. Rebound. Helfrich now steps up. Another shot that hits a shin pad. Waconia's trying to come back the other way. Had to wait for a little bit, so that gives Helfrich an opportunity to win that race. Helfrich with an outstanding play to get back. Morgan now collecting. Morgan one-on-one hockey. Waconia gets some numbers back to even things up. Back to shoot. Shot tipped wide. Heinmiller trying to tip another one home against these Waconia skaters. Waconia now near the dot. Waconia, one of their best stick handlers. Fitzgerald comes away with it. She'll have a 2-on-1 with Heinmiller. Fitzgerald winds. Rebound. Little Dame goal 5-hole, I believe, as Smith was sliding across. Fitzgerald just throws it 5-hole and gets Edina on the board, 1-0. Very important play by Fitzgerald. I mean, she burned past that defender. I mean, I thought it was going to be a 2-on-1 where she'd have a decision to make, but that decision was taken away early as she used her speed to get into open ice. And that's the type of play we expect from Mae Fitzgerald and frankly need from Mae Fitzgerald. We'll need her to put the team on her back in numerous shifts this year as we reach the second half of the season.
Yep.
Hoffman, that's just wide. Waconia now trying to gather. Forrester pinned up against the boards. McGarvey comes over to take it. McGarvey centering pass, and it's right into the bread basket, and that was a heck of a play. And when they get the number on there, I think that was Hoffman. Hoffman likes that blue paint. She's not afraid to get her nose in there.
That was beautiful.
Basically, Hoffman is saying, you know what? If you guys want to feed the puck in that area, I will be there. I'll hang out. She has to be one of our players this year that gets a lot of opportunities in that area.
Oh, so it wasn't a goal?
Not a goal, but a very play. Nelson steps up. McGarvey. Waconia trying to get it out. They do. McGarvey now trying to collect in her own zone up to Forrester. Forrester has Hoffman. If she sees her, she nudges that down in Waconia's zone. Harder slams on the brakes. That'll have to be played as Waconia is able to get there in time. Waconia trying to hit a pass neutral ice. They connect. About 2 feet ahead. Heinen now gathers. Heinen now entering. See if Waconia skaters converge on her. She throws it deep. Sauter chasing now. Waconia, nice transition there to get it behind the net and get it out of the zone. Waconia looks a lot more sharp this game, which is expected. They've played a number of games under their belt. The first game, I think they had a couple players that were better than most that were trying to go end-to-end with it a lot, and the hours that they put into practice has paid off. Shoot to Fitzgerald. We've got another goal with 56 seconds remaining. That'll add to the stat as goals are collected in the last minute of the game, the last minute of the period, first minute of the period. You know how that goes. So Fitzgerald is on the verge. We won't jinx her, but maybe there'll be a hat or two flying on the ice if she gets a third one. That's a big one. You get that second one in the last minute. Waconia really came out flying. They've been playing some pretty decent hockey. Now they find themselves down 2 potentially. Heinmiller heads up play over to Morgan. Yeah, that was a big play. Nelson with a nice stick. Nelson hustles back very efficiently. That puck now up in Heinmiller's vicinity. Heinmiller gets it deep with 20 seconds left in the period. Eight seconds. See if we can peel it off the boards. Physical play. It looks like there's not going to be enough time for anything exciting to happen. Couple physical bodies against the boards there as the period ended.
Hoffman gets it up. Shoot, coming around. Tries to find a wing. Not there. Ups up to Heinmiller. Heinmiller trying to get it to Morgan. Heinmiller dumps it into a change. That's going to be accepted to Morgan. Morgan trying to center a pass. Morgan up to the D. Back to Helfrich. Helfrich tries to get it back in. Waconia now with a Waconia entering. Waconia fights with it. Waconia looking for someone to pass it to. Waconia dumps it in. Sweetstrick tries to battle. We got lots of players against the boards. Edina comes away with it. Trying to get it over to Morgan. Morgan gets off out of change. That's going to be ice. And we'll have an icing. That's going to be over to our side of the ice with 11 shots of goal for Edina and 2 shots of goal for shots on goal 11. Edina 11. Waconia 2. 2-0 lead still. Face off is about to drop. Good song there. Back to the point. Dumps it in. Shoot, coming in. Tries to get enough on it, doesn't work. Shoot, fighting for it. Shoot, coming around the net. Shoot, puts on the brakes. Shoot, and Nelson. Nelson jumps it back. Nelson has the puck, gonna stick handle through the players.
Fitzgerald.
Here comes Fitzgerald. Trying to pass it to the wing. Not enough power. Waconia on a very good forecheck. Shoot, coming around. Just loses the puck a little bit. Sauter trying to change that. Sauter gets it up to finally getting it out. Fitzgerald off a change. Players getting off on a change. That makes that's going to be a 3-on-3, 3-on-5 now. Tries to get it out of the thing, Hoffman just lay there. It's going to be a 2-on-2 hockey. And that's a Ween comes up big. Ween, and that's a goal for motion there.
You done? No?
That brings up to 2-1. Waconia 1, Edina 2. Shots on goal. Edina 11, Waconia 4.
And there's a different energy in the building now that Waconia's got their first goal.
Shoot!
7th game of the World Series 1991 energy, but energy just the same as Waconia is within a goal of the third-ranked Edina Hornets.
And that's going to be an icing down at Edina zone. We're going to get a change off Morgan.
Homer Hankey's in Waconia, but there is that feeling in the air where an upset may send these kids
There's going to
to
be
a snow day tomorrow.
There's going to be
Word on the street is you beat Edina, no school for Waconia School District on Monday.
Morgan tries to intercept it. That goes out. Waconia brings it back. Winds. Not enough power. Morgan tries to get it out, and that's going out. Waconia coming back. Highmiller on the rush. Morgan and Highmiller. Shoot! Trying to get back. Nelson takes her wide. Fitzgerald just takes a down at it. Highmiller just takes a whiff. Shoot! Tries to get it. Shoot is handling. Tries to get it to Fitzgerald.
All right.
And that's going to be a...
I say, I'm Tegan Nelson.
I'm Tegan Nelson, and thanks for listening along. And that's going to be a offsides.
All right, that was Tegan Nelson, little female commentator. Like to be equal opportunity in these parts. Edina now trying to throw it out. Waconia bringing a lot of heat, energy, and we were talking to Andy Shute. The momentum shifted just a bit, even before that goal. Sweetster now gathers. That's deflected. Helfrich rather. Sweetster was in support. Nice stick by Sweetster. Waconia will now try to get into the zone. Helfrich coming over to close some space. That's a high bouncing puck that'll reach right behind Wheaton. Puck spits in front of Wheaton. Helfrich there gets that out of the scoring zone. Heinen lifting a stick. Carter fighting. 4 Waconia players over there, so no surprise that they come away with it, be able to punch it back near their zone where the D is going to gather and try to get it up ice. Sweetster with another poke at it, gets it near neutral ice. Heinen trying to come away with it, taking out the puck. Puck loose now near center ice. Sauter picks up the loose change. Sauter trying to get across free, wisely decides to dump it in and let somebody else go to work as I think she looks to get a change, but momentarily stays on. Helfrich with a shot, and that's sticked away. Nice textbook save by Smith to get that to the corner, and she got it to the corner with authority. Fitzgerald with the hot hand. Back to Nelson. Nelson, shot. Rebound. Hoffman trying to get it deep. Forster getting there. Fitzgerald back to Nelson. Shot. That's wide. Spits to the front. Gathered by Forster. Forster centering pass loose, and that's going to be covered up by Smith. Like to get some girls in front of that goaltender when that gets back to the point. Number of still shots from Edina World the other night. I'm like, Uma was literally having to get on her tiptoes to look over the crowd because, you know, she's such a top-end goaltender. The only way you're going to score on her is if she doesn't see it. Anything Uma sees on that team, she's going to save. Waconia looking like one of their best skaters trying to exit. Loses the puck. Fitzgerald with a nice play. Reaches back to Shute. Shute circling. Nice play. Flops it up to Forster. Off her stick. Forster chasing. Waconia now gathering their own end. They're trying to figure out a way to get out of this maze of a forecheck from Edina. Edina finally gives way a little bit. Waconia taking advantage of some ice. They're able to get it into the zone. Shute stands that play up. Shute coming away with it behind. Shute's going to have some ice here. Shute will now get it. 1 to beat. Splits. Shute. Lines. Shot. And that's just wide. Rebound. Hoffman trying to get it to the center. Not able to get there. Heimiller now fighting. Fighting against 2 Waconia skaters. Shute, nice position there to collect it at center ice. Over to Morgan. Morgan entering. Morgan drops it for Nelson. Shot. Rebound. That was just like yesterday where Morgan dropped that pass. Nelson put it on, had a rebound. And this time, I believe Heinen and Heinmiller were both there taking whacks at it, so they were in a really good spot. But as rebounds go, fortuitously bounce out of the zone. Over to Heinmiller. Nelson gathers. Shot. And that's saved as she squeezes tight. Well, Edina's turned the tables a little bit now after that 3.5 minute wave that Waconia brought that resulted in a goal. The message from the bench is like, hey guys, this is a 2-0 lead. Yep, Fitzgerald's on the verge of a hat trick, but there is a lot of work to be done. Helfrich now. Shot. Waconia tips that up just shy of the net, so it'll have to be played. Carter coming over, forces her off the puck. Let me get the number on that. Fitzgerald close to nice space there to force her off the puck. Waconia now trying to get it out. They do. Helfrich back chasing. Trying to turn around. Gives it out to Waconia. Shot. Rebound. And it's a goal. 18 shots to 6. Wheaton made the first one. Nothing she could do about the second one as that rebound was, again, not one of our rebounds. That rebound was in the spot to where we would like some of those bad boys because our girls can throw that home too. But yeah, nothing that Wheaton could have done about that. She made the first one. Nelson puts on the brakes.
We gotta get our offensive D's up in the play.
Yeah, we're gonna have to realize what we're in for tonight. No doubt about that. We're going to be in for a contest. Certainly will not be 3-0 like the first one. That's obvious. Sauter trying to squeeze by. Fitzgerald picking up the puck as the puck slipped into the zone. Waconia doing a nice job to bump her off the puck, but Fitzgerald doing a better job to come away with it. Be careful so you're not on camera here. $19 shots to 6. But as we said on the onset, this is a very good goalie. So you're probably going to expect to get 30, 40 shots tonight, and that's another really nice save and controlled save from that goaltender to not allow that puck to spit to a opportunity for us to throw it home. So we'll get one. I firmly believe we might get 1, 2, or even 3 more, but they're not going to be easy. One of the nicest kids you'll ever meet too, this goaltender. Just very, very, very nice kid. Nice family. Just always says hi to Taylor at the rink. Always asks how she's doing.
They play on a summer team?
Yeah, she practices with Whitecap Futures on what Taylor plays. So they played a tournament in Chicago together, and they'll play, just some tournaments they sign up for. But yeah, just a nice kid, like a kid that you want to see do well. Not that everyone, but some girls get a little catty. This is not one of them. Heinen behind the net, nothing at the point, has to spin, gets it over to Hoffman. Hoffman with a wraparound attempt, and that'll be covered up by Smith again. Reese talking a little smack out there, saying, you don't know me, you don't know where I'm from. I think the girl's like, I know exactly where you're from Edina, and you're soft. I think that's, we're not from the 218, but our girls aren't soft. Fitzgerald looking dialed in. He's going to reach back Nelson. Shot. Wide. Told her today, I said, hey, try to get those down. You can bring that heat, but we got to get those down a little bit. Nelson steps into it. Shot. Deflected. Hits traffic. Morgan. I saw her coming from about 10 feet away. Smelled blood when that puck spit to the slot, and she got on her horse in a hurry. 3 on the puck for each team. Some fans saying spread out white. Well, all of them are trying to fight for the puck, so I don't know that any girl is going to vacate the area and give up the battle. Heinmiller again. Heinmiller has been in the right spots at the right time tonight. She has been in a very, very good position. Of course, she gets there with her effort and her hustle. Nelson keeps it in. Heinen dancing, centering pass to Morgan, and they throw it over to goal. Heinen with some athleticism to keep her in balance. And I believe she backhanded that across to Morgan. Morgan backhanded that on, initial save. But Smith's momentum took her across the other side of the net, and then it was thrown home by Morgan. Throw that home off after her own shot. We don't have any official calls here, but I believe it was Morgan. 3-2 hockey game, 4:30 left here. This is the first period. Second, yeah, I was like, wow. Like that Castle Danger really has me confused. The cream ale. Sweetster up to neutral ice. A little hard of a pass. So it deflects off Waconia's stick. Sauter entering. Sauter taking out the puck. Actually a nice play from Waconia to play more body there. Went right through her body. Coming back into the zone.
Nice.
Sauter.
Nice.
This will reach Smith. Smith will have no issues escorting that to the corner. No look pass. Aaron pass at that. Boy, she had all of the ice to work with. Nelson has shoot if she wants her. Gets it over to shoot.
Move up.
Shoot with a pass slash shot.
That ice, are you kidding me? Move up.
Over to shoot. Up to Hoffman. Hoffman looking to dump. She had a lot of ice. I think Nelson just couldn't get enough on it to get it over to her. So I think it just messed up her train of thought. Over here, small neighborhood. All right, Waconia now.
That was a dangle.
That was a nice dangle to exit the zone. Nice hold by Waconia with the help of the snow. Waconia will be the first to gather near boards. Centering pass, that's going to be picked off by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald now goes behind Wheaton. Stuck in the corner a bit, bumped off the puck. Nelson comes over to shoot. Shoot now will have a lot of ice to figure out what to do, and she makes a good decision to give it over to Fitzgerald. Nice play by the defender there to cut her off. Back to shoot.
Why didn't you look where you're passing?
Waconia is going to have to hesitate. They'll wait till everybody gets on sides and throw it back the other way. Nelson punches it up to neutral ice. That's collected by Waconia. Waconia now coming back the other way. 1-on-1 hockey. Shoot with an outstanding effort to get back on that. Using her length and effort to prevent an opportunity to get to Wheaton. Minute 20 left in the period. Highmiller pinning her up against the boards. Morgan coming over to try to peel it off. Morgan spins, trying to create some space. Gets between a few. Bumped off the puck. Highmiller now trying to get it back to the D. Thinks twice about that. Puck bounces to Morgan. Morgan swing and a miss. Trying to get back to Helfrich. That's deflected. Reaches Sweetser. Finally getting over to Helfrich. And Helfrich has enough of this. Mickey forwards go back to work as I'm going to throw this in the corner. 50 seconds remaining. Morgan now looking for a centering pass. Nothing's there. Wisely gets it back to Sweetser. Sweetser, low shot. Rebound. Loose. Waconia throws it to the boards. They're going to have a 2-on-2 opportunity until that spits off her stick. Nice play by Heinen to get it deep. I haven't seen McGarvey out there. Well, I don't have to tell you what happened there with the loud screams from the Purple Faithful.
I didn't want that to happen right before that.
0.2 seconds left in the period. Waconia throws it home to tie things up. A little different game than yesterday. Better team. Like I told you yesterday, right? Waconia's been playing good of late. Okay, here we go. So if you wanted a hockey game, if you wanted that pit in your stomach on a Sunday night, well, you got it. Waconia is going to make things interesting the rest of the way. Edina got two early ones from Fitzgerald. Looked like it was going to be one of those. But I thought Waconia actually started skating harder down 2-0. Faster and got after it more, which, hey, that's what you want. You're coaching Waconia, certainly. Fitzgerald now off the boards into the zone. The wings will get off. Waconia now coming back with some speed out of their zone. Hoffman comes over and does a nice job. Won't be on the stat line, will not be on the highlight reel, but absolutely necessary to close in space like that. Waconia with a nice hold there. Waconia wins the battle against the boards. They come away with it. That girl on that one beat the forwards against the boards and then undressed the D to throw it home. And that was actually a pretty good individual effort. She got it off the boards, beat her forwards and undressed the D, and then backhand top shelf. I think that was the girl that was creating, I think that was the girl in the first game that was like, okay, that's their one girl. Pretty one. Yeah. One that's not expected. The goaltender does not expect that thing to fly over her shoulder off the backhand. Well, we started the game tied. 32 minutes later, we're down a goal. Sweetster waiting for it. Shot. Rebound, and no one there. I think Heinen was just coming off from a change, or on from a change. So I think that's why we didn't have the numbers. But that was one of the juicier rebounds she's given up tonight. You better figure it out. Over to it. There you go. That's what I like to see. Now we've got a 3-on-2. Almost. They had a pretty good back check. We'll take a penalty, but that's all the result of winning a face-off, making the right pass to the D, up to the center. And, sometimes the right hockey plays result in the right calls, and we'll take the power play here now with 12:37 remaining in the third period. Simple. Right? The KISS acronym? Keep it simple, stupid. Just keep it simple, stupid. You need our forwards to be able to be rushing that puck from there, and they're all fast enough. I mean, they're super fast. I mean, Heinen, Hoffman, Fitzgerald, Morgan.
We need a really good power play.
Yeah, we do. And Fitzgerald with a rebound, and that's a goal. Elsa Carter, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that was Elsa Carter. Yep, that was. We just talked about her at dinner. I said, hey, you going to get any more? You got any more in those mitts? She had 2 yesterday. Because remember, your hat was almost at risk of flying on the ice, if you remember, right? Once I made that commitment to the fan base at home, I was going to have to adhere by it. So that's a 4-4 hockey game. Edina comes back. All starts from a very simple but difficult face-off win to create a penalty, and then our power play unit went to work and finally is able to be in the right place at the right time off of a Smith rebound.
Still anyone's hockey game.
Oh, that's a good play. Yeah, that's a good call. I was more interested on Taylor getting caught up, but yeah, that's you have to do that. That girl at that speed, I mean, she was going to likely put that to the back of the net. So that's as good penalties go. That was one of them. Yeah, that girl had some speed. You know, there's not too many girls that can create that separation against our D. Morgan trying to eat away all the minute 11. I guess. What a heady player. Waconia now, nobody to break it out to, so Fitzgerald's going to come back and take that. Rebound back behind the net. Over to Morgan. Morgan will now get in the corner. Morgan trying to get to the center, taken down, and they're going to let that go. And the Edina fans want that call. Nelson now steps in, shot, rebound, and that's going to be a violent rebound. Not enough for anybody to do anything about. Now, in front. That was a big scrum in the corner. Fitzgerald now has Sauter off of a change, but not able to get it over. She was in some traffic. Takes matters in her own hands. Not enough on it. Almost reaches Smith, but the D takes away at the last second. Even strength. The toughest thing about that power play is that your best defense person is in that box. Those are the tough ones. Man takes a check in the back, but able to come away for this Heinen. Centering pass, deflected. Heinen still battling. Carter coming over to help out. Waconia now trying to break out of the zone, and it's fumbled a bit, and Sauter's able to keep it in by about an inch. Nice play by Sauter. You're in good hands with LS Sauter on a play like that. Allows Edina to get some fresh skaters on as the puck sticks in the corner. Heinen's got to be tired. She's been chasing down there for the last minute. Hoffman, she's fresh. Trying to get to the front. Jump up. Back to Helfrich. Lot of commotion. Something happened to Hoffman. She's limping off. Hopefully it's, I didn't see it. Was it a collision?
She couldn't move her leg.
Hopefully it's a bruise. Let's just hope it's just a bruise. I didn't see her fall either. That's why I hope maybe she just got ran into and hit a funny bone. Get up, Tori. Fitzgerald now on a race. Fitzgerald. Well, we're not at Mankato, but it's starting to feel a little bit like Mankato, right? I shouldn't say that. It's been a pretty well officiated game thus far, but that could have been called as Fitzgerald had a competitive advantage. She got tied up as much as Shoot just tied up their forward on a rush. Farther away from the net, but that shouldn't matter. Shoot with a shot, deflected. Heinmiller now collects, trying to punch it in the vicinity of Morgan. Morgan backhand, and that's gloved by Smith. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Shoot's penalty was closer to the goaltender, but Fitzgerald had, yeah, she had clear sailing. Heinen on the draw. Let's see if we can get one back to Elson or Taylor here and see how hard Heinmiller wants to crash. See if Heinmiller wants some blue paint action. Man, Heinen will try to win that one. Morgan now. Backhand, that just goes wide. Shoot with a nice hold. Rebound, double rebound. Heinmiller collects, back to Shoot. Shoot, walking it in. Shot, rebound! And those rebounds are there. Let it go! Here we go! That's how you play! So Edina will go on another power play here. So a different unit. Okay, was Fitzgerald just out there? Face off over to Nelson. Shot tipped! And nice tip off Hoffman's back, so we don't have to worry about that. Heinmiller now operating. Nice decision by Heinmiller. The D was taken away, tries to get it to the front. We got two girls behind the net right now trying to play. Keep a shot, and Heinmiller just throws it wide. Nice pass there. Was that Heinen? One more pass is what I wanted, and I got that. And Hoffman now trying to collect, taking out the puck. Man, some of these Waconia girls are, well, they're big. Morgan off a change trying to intercept. I mean, there's some size to some of these girls. When you look at 92, you look at who just exited, was that 81, 91? I mean, they're collision, but that can't be a call. That was both girls going at the puck at the same time, so I know both fan bases wanted that call, but it's a good no call. It's a good piece of officiating. Yeah, this girl you got to watch out for. Nice play by Sauter. See, Sauter's a forward. Sauter knows how those forwards think, right? And she's a twin, so she's used to thinking like somebody else.
Yes. Oh!
And we should have an ice. We'll have 5 seconds left on the power play, or thereabout. 5:43 left in the game. Well, first things first, Hoffman limped off like she wasn't going to be going to school for a few weeks. She's back. She's fine. So, you know, you leave these games healthy. That's number one. Number two is that you win. It's a close second. You know, play hard, play the right way, but she's back, so we're glad to see that. Morgan, back to shoot, back to Morgan. Morgan bumped off the puck. Second back to shoot. Shoot's going to have some ice to walk that in. Waconia comes away with it, and we're going to have probably a hook or a slash on Edina as soon as we get a touch. And it is a high stick, it looks like. So Waconia will have an opportunity. Another one. I thought we were done with these games, out shooting teams 32-10. You're right, but the commonality is then when we're out shooting those types of teams, they have a really good goaltender like tonight, Smith. So 32 shots, 4 goals, and Waconia's 10 shots. I mean, 6 of them have been really, really good shots. That just goes through the paint. Waconia now fumbles it a bit, but able to get it deep. Sweetser and Halfrich now. Up to Carter. Carter's just got to try to touch this one out, and she does. Nice job by Carter. Gets it up to Hoffman. Hoffman gathers. Shot. Rebound. Hoffman gathering her own miss. Another shot hits the side of the net, and that'll be covered up. Nice play by Carter to get it up, and then Hoffman not only to miss once, but to get a rebound, and then ultimately get a face-off in Waconia's zone with 54 seconds left on the power play. So now, let's see if we can steal one. Waconia decides to, man, they regroup a little bit. They had the breakout. They drop past it so they can start deeper in their own zone. Okay. Shoot will be able to gather. Shoot. Up to Heinmiller. Heinmiller. Oh, you got to keep going, Bryn. You got to keep going. Be selfish. Keep the puck. Boy, she had it. Elson will show you how to keep going. Shoot will show you how to keep going. Shot just wide by about 2 feet. Smith watches that hit the end board. Waconia trying to get it up. Nelson trying to pinch. Even strength hockey now as Fitzgerald enters. Here comes Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, don't get caught too deep. She came off that. She will steal it. She came off that. She's been sitting for about 3 years. She was like, I'm back in the game. Nelson gets it deep. Sauter trying to collect, taken away, but Edina trying to take it back. Spits to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald now trying to get it to the front of the net. That hits a skate. Morgan now looking back to the point. Nothing there, so she reverses and goes to Sauter in the slot. Nice play by Morgan. Waconia trying to slap it off. The fans desperately calling for an ice. Edina wants nothing to do with that as they want a little bit more zone time here. Morgan now pinned up against the board. She escapes over to Sauter. Sauter now, somebody converging on her. She spins out of trouble. Over to Carter. Carter shot net just wide. Carter now trying to get it to the front. Waconia finally able to come away with it. They're going to try to get an exit out of their zone. 2 minutes left this hockey game. Minute 42 left. 34-13 shots, 4-4 hockey game, period 3. 8 minutes left on the ice time, so we should be okay there, barring any crazy incident that takes multiple minutes to sort out. Well, you beat Alexandria twice, you hand it to Centennial, and you make the trip to Waconia on a Sunday night, and it's a reminder of any given Sunday. Someone's got to get there. Too many girls over there. Get it up there. Get it up there. Minute remaining. Oh! Shoot punches that in, almost able to get in the corner. Yep, out by about 6 inches there, so they'll have a face-off outside the zone. And the thing that's so tough about these games is they, treat it like they're Super Bowl, and it's just salt in the wound when they're this close. Morgan with the move. Morgan entering. 45 remaining. Morgan spinning. Taking out the puck. Heinmiller trying to get there. Heinmiller lifts a stick and that just gets back shoot. Nelson will have to chase. You might as well take that. Is there overtime? No, that's it. You might as well take that penalty there since there's no overtime, right? If you had to in the future.